Hello, everybody, and welcome to Control. I'm a fan of Remedy games, but when a Control was announced, I didn't really know much about it, and it's still, to this day, I haven't played this game, but it was just kind of a game that I'd bought, and I originally bought it on the PlayStation 4, and just never got around to playing it, and then the Ultimate Edition came out, and I pretty much got the Ultimate Edition for free on both platforms, so I figured that I'd finally get around to playing this. Now, for those of you who haven't played Control, just like myself, you may not know what this game is about, but I have a little bit of an idea what this game is about, and I also know that this game is heavily inspired by something that I am also heavily involved in. Um, This game was inspired by the SCP Foundation. And for those of you who don't know what the SCP Foundation is, it is a website dedicated to stories of um, anomalies that occur within universes, multiple universes, our own universe, some of which are um, deadly and kill and are terrifying, some of which are, just objects that don't hurt anybody, and some of which are completely godlike entities that could destroy the entire universe within a snap of their finger. Worse than Thanos. I've been involved with the SCP community for a very long time. I'm heavily interested in the SCP Foundation. I follow a lot of YouTube channels that read stories from the SCP Foundation, like the Exploring series, and I'm even a backer of the SCP Foundation art books on Indiegogo. Um, and so Control is a game that very much piques my interest. And the reason why we're doing this now is because I really kind of wanted to play something different and new on the channel. And I know that there are a few people who would love to see me play a game that I haven't played before. So that's where we're going to go now. We're going to play a game that I haven't played before, and I do have assist mode on, but only for advanced aim assist. Um, so like when you aim at a target, it's kind of stuck on the target. But I do not have immortality on, and I don't have one-hit kills. So if you're wondering, we're not doing that. But alright, let's go ahead and begin. This game is extremely weird. There's a lot of reading involved, and we're going to try to figure it out together. Okay, brightness, we might turn the brightness up just a tad. We're going to go with... Yeah, we're going to go with the 30 with the ray tracing, because I think that that's going to look better. Alright. I said I do know a little bit about this game.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual.
Oh, don't worry, Jesse, I'm aware.
Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am.
There's even some good live action stuff in this game.
I know I shut you out sometimes.
Kind of bled in from Quantum Break.
I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it, and we think that's the whole world. The room, and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie.
Shawshank?
The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
So it's almost kind of the idea that
Hello?
you peek through
Anyone here?
the hole, and through it you see a much grander scale. In fact, it's very Lovecraftian when you think about it. The idea that you're isolated in just one small area of a world where the world is almost like a room, and the expansion of everything that you can know, has been known, and can be seen is much bigger and grander than you understand. Welcome to the oldest house. This is the headquarters for the FBC, the Federal Bureau of Control. Look at that ray tracing, it looks great. And this is their sigil. Alright. Alright, well, let's take a look around, shall we? I know there's a lot of like reading stuff to pick up, so we're going to be stopping by desks and everything. Like I said, there is some live action stuff in this. I believe it's mostly on like TVs and like videos and stuff. Kind of the same thing they did with Alan Wake and things that they did with Quantum Break. Remedy is, you know, kind of known for doing their live action types of things. Oh, hello. Ooh, here we go. Alright, so loadout, assets, missions, and collectibles. So we have research and records, case files, and correspondence, and multimedia. Nice. Alright, so let's see here. Prohibited items reminder. Reminder, certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2, pencils. Yeah, see, that's where we're starting. You might be thinking to yourself, what? Yeah. Any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept, e.g., rubber ducks and ketchup bottles. All materials under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. So, you might be thinking to yourself, I might explain a few SCP things that kind of correlate to this, but objects considered representations of an archetypal concept, we would call those mimetic hazards. Anything that could potentially summon an entity. So, for example, if you had an entity that essentially, a good one, Gorefield. There's an SCP of Garfield where when you essentially create a bad review of the Garfield movie, it shows up and it will stuff lasagna down your throat. Basically, the idea of the mimetic hazard is the writing of the bad review. So, a rubber duck, for example, here could be something that could trigger a mimetic hazard that could cause an SCP to appear or show up and kill lots of people. Oh, you can zoom in too. I know that. Just figure that I would explain that a little bit for those of you who are thinking that that seems kind of strange. It's because it is. All right. Ooh. Internal lockdown in effect. Building lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches detected. Yep, that sounds like something that would happen. Multiple building shifts detected. Oh, okay. Chair. Oh, nice. Well, I like that the doors just kind of swing open and closed. Oh, well, excuse me. Is there anything else down here? Don't want to miss anything. The, damn, she jumps, man. She's got to jump. I know there's some like, anti-gravity stuff in this as well, so... That jump means nothing, but it's not the point. Oh, leaf on the floor.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Funny. The SCP Foundation typically doesn't want to be found out. Bureau expenditures. This is reports compiled by the FBC Accounting Department by order of Director Zachariah Trench. Expenditure summary. Executive Sector Q2. Major. Staffing. Surveillance. Redacted. Data Center Initiative. Construction. Redacted. Minor. Office equipment. Janitorial costs. Redacted. Mold removal. HQ livability costs. So this is what they're spending, basically, for the second quarter. Major, there's a lot of major redacteds. For cost breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison start, see page 9. Well, I don't have either of those. Ooh, fire alarm. Can I pull that? No. Casper Darling. He's the head of research. Always nice little details. The bureau, our bureau at work. Pay attention to the man behind the picture here, the janitor. Yeah, I know he's going to be important at some point. And this is the director who we saw in the opening intro. Okay, so we can head that way, but we're not gonna. We're gonna go over here to the bathrooms. Because you never know what you're gonna find. Just burst in to the... There's a broom. Alright. So I know that this game's kind of a Metroidvania-style game.
Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how the SCP Foundation works. I'm just going to refer to them as the Foundation from now on, so I don't have to say the whole thing, by the way. Oh, look, it's Miss Minutes! Official rules of conduct. Speak in moderate volume, no personal calls, no food or drink around the bureau, documents or copy room, no using the photocopier for personal projects, or the 3D printer, or the bureau stationery. Wear access badge at all times, no discussing confidential projects out loud. The one to finish the coffee pot makes a new one. Yeah, that sounds like... Oh, an acoustic guitar for sale. Very nice. I'd like to go in all these rooms. None of these rooms have doors. Ah, look. Ah, seek shelter. See, this is what the Foundation has. They have like these where it's like, oh, there's a containment breach. Everybody report to this. Oh, yep. Plain, boring packaging. Yeah, that fits the MO. Security order. Federal Bureau of Control. Attention all. Well, most of this is redacted. A shark in his, although secure, permission to, following basic protocol, shoot to kill. Good luck. Yep, there you go. Gonna get some redacted files here. About here. Anything here? Hey, look, there's, speaking of the janitor, there he is. Oh, here we go. R4 reports reminder. To executive staff from admin. Subject R4 reports due soon. Hello. As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, and please contact an appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Ms. Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team. Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Protect the janitor.
Hello?
Yeah, there he is. He's listening to music, so he can't hear us. Anything in here? Yes, no? Okay.
Hey, excuse me.
He can't hear you.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are relevant. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, you
Okay.
We've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Funny, he replied to your thought. Said he's a friendly face, and he replied to that thought. So, maybe not go thinking around that man. But Yep. Yep, it's getting weird. There's the stairs backed up. But how did we... Yeah, I know. Yep. Things are getting a little strange around here already.
The cell. And the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Basically what she means is she saw something she wasn't supposed to. And now she's trying to discover more. That's a big no-no to the Foundation. Or the Federal Bureau of Control. Welcome to the nightmare imagery.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Uh-oh. There's an alarm. Director's office this way. Hello, anywhere to shut that alarm off? Approved technology reminder. Reminder RE drafting any public-facing material. While pending any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrases, phrase to use. In the service of his/her country, regret, pride/proud will be remembered. Words/phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood/bleed, loss, apologies, sorry. Oh yeah, it's just like what our current identified mission is, I guess. We need clearance to get into here. Is that a stapler or an altered item? Yeah, I mean, like I explained before, you can have SCPs that are like objects as well, so you have altered items that are like that. You know, like a good example would be a pizza box that replicates a Little Caesars pizza box that replicates any kind of pizza you could want, including homemade pizza. All you gotta do is think of what pizza you want, and bam, it's in the pizza box. I'm gonna knock shit all over the place. Mail tubes. This is a non-official, do not disturb from Trench. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara, not a single one. Trench. What do I have that's unread? I already read that. Oh boy. Did I go in here? I think I did, right? Yeah. Defibrillator. Oh, there's no going in there either.
Shit. Shit.
A dead body! Oh yeah, look, here's a map.
Pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
So yeah, here we go. We have a map now. Which looks slightly confusing.
Something's outside. Was coming here a mistake?
Nothing is a mistake. Is that man meeting Joe Biden? Is that Joe Biden? They're just way too blurry. Is that Joseph Robert Biden?
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place.
objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
Oh, there you go. So, the gun that we're holding is an object of power. Well, what we were holding. Essentially, it chooses who the director is. And if you don't pass the test, well, you kill yourself. But if you do, you become the director. So yeah, this is the board. They are, well, we won't spoil that one. But, yeah, they are a black pyramid. Damn, look at my fucking hardcore hand slap.
The same gun.
So yeah, this, so it's an object of power known as the service weapon. It will change shape depending on what it's needed for.
Okay, now I have a gun.
Generates ammo automatically when not in use. Smack him. Smack him. Uh-oh. Woo! Let's drop health elements. Damage, collect health elements to restore health. Oh, that's square.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside.
Make sure he's
Is
dead.
it safe to go?
There we go. We passed the test. Well, according to the map, there is an entrance here. Leads to a thing. We can't go there now. Oh dear.
You can't let this happen. 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 this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Walk away.
Alright, charge. So yeah, these are the guards controlled by the Hiss, which is kind of your main enemy of this, or your main SCP, I guess you would want to call them. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss corrupted security guard, confidential. Summary, the Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards use the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception of that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance, capable of stopping bullets. Is the shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have the level of that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat-trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on their use of their weapons. Refer to file Redacted for full report. Oh, and there's a photograph of Trench. So much is expected from the director, the responsibility, the privilege. Okay, case file. The surface weapon, here we go. Object of power, the surface weapon. OOP-1-KE, containment procedure, no unique procedure required. They acquired it on 8/4/1964. Description, para-utility. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to redacted. This object must be bound by individuals seeking the role of redacted, although I believe it's going to say the director. The object will determine whether you're worthy or not, I'm assuming, redacted. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the, probably the board, redacted, though their criteria is unknown. Background. The object was discovered inside the oldest house, in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, redacted, many forms throughout history, redacted, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varanastra, all weapons that, redacted, of their wielders. If the objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, redacted. See Dr. Darling, presentation 11.1 for more details. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's locked. Oldest house. Discovered August 4th, 1964. Oh, hey, look! Our picture's already on the wall. What do you know? And as you can clearly see, everything is not the same. The environment is already shifting again.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
Reach the hotline, alright.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
So many pictures of me already. Oh boy. Woo. Oh shit. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I know, I'm just expending ammo, so might be. Hey, another bathroom! We're gonna search every fucking bathroom. Alright, so let's see here. Executive meeting minutes. Agenda items for next executive meeting. Rising costs of AWE response. Update on mold eradication efforts. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. Okay. Another bathroom.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
I've already had 2 building shifts already.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift,
it's gonna play it out loud.
Simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2.
Let's see here, anything? Hello, floating man. How you doing today? Good? Okay, question. Can I just shoot this guy? Oh! Yeah, and they just disappear. Well, let's not do that. That seems mean, doesn't it? Oh wow, look at the glass like breakage, all the fracturing. That looks cool. Ooh, what are these? I got a weapon mod. I do not have the clearance level for that. Okay, loadout. What do we have here? Ooh, reload efficiency. I'll take that. Personal mods. Well. Okay, what was the... Alright. The whispering is quite upsetting. Dinner reservations. Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Ambre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at the lobby reception. She is turning 46, remember. Remember. Oh. Oh, okay. Um, hey, house memory. you, you do not have the clearance, Rebel. So this is just like these shelters are supposed to be safe places, but this guy clearly uh, isn't having fun. Marshall, AWE investigations. Confidential from Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. So yeah, just like with the Foundation, the FBC has teams. You know, they have field teams that go out and capture the altered, objects or deal with altered world events and all that good stuff. What is this? Service hatch? Is that to send stuff into there? Okay. Oh boy. Central Executive.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hear over and over.
Oh yeah. Copyright. Alright, what do we got in here? Visitor evaluations. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people, as well as strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How did you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem redacted, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's physiological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then redacted immediately. Remember, there is no such thing as too suspicious. Ooh, urban legends. Examination of paranatural topics, compiled by Paula Bronte and Lorenzo Dune researchers, by order of Emily Pope, research specialist. Summary. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but it can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain redacted, informed by our own redacted, and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially redacted in popular culture using redacted. Our Bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on redacted. A pair of scissors that consume human flesh, redacted. Though through 2 punctures on the redacted. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children, they are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4-93-6942 for full report. So, like that kind of mentioned, when people talk about stuff, it exacerbates the problem. That's what I meant by, like, mimetic hazards. That's the kind of stuff that happens. Okay, that's the radio. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting my map is up. Hello, board. Okay. Keep shooting that middle satellite. Oh shit. Ranger Second Class Pulowski. Uh-oh. I need health! Health, quickly!
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean?
Well, first of all, I got a personal mod. I wanted to see what that was. Energy plus 6. Let's go ahead and do that. Assets. Yeah, I don't have clearance.
Help me fix it.
Cleanse the control point, just as it said. We gotta get rid of the hiss in areas.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Oh, and it works as a fast travel system. Outfits.
With the Bureau. Are you still sane?
Something.
Please, talk to me. We saw you deal with the compromised agents.
Clearance level 3. Okay, well, let's see here.
Is it safe to come out?
Where is she? Oh. Here, maybe? No? Well, there's a question mark, so maybe? The boardroom? Yeah, there's no costumes yet. You know, you would have thought they would have included all the DLC costumes, but apparently not. Alright. Okay, well, I guess it wasn't in here. Ah, is it this over here? Oh, the shelter. Hello.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Understandable.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Alright, well, in here... Control points. Compiled by Paula Bronte and Lorenzo Dune, researchers by order of Emily Pope. Summary. Control points are locations that the Bureau have identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the redacted arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by redacted detection of an unobstructed ping using the redacted within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or redacted, or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that the control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be redacted. Refer to file 7-25-2788 for full report. Anything else in the area you got? Have a drink out of the drinking, out of the faucet? Okay. Yeah, there was like DLC costumes and stuff, and I don't know why they didn't include those. It's kind of disappointing. So I remember having stuff from the original version. Okay, well, we can't go there.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too.
Oh boy. Hiss agent. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss corrupted agent by Emily Pope, by order of me. Confidential. Summary. The Hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. This Hiss agent have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or are the cocoons preparing to enter the next stage of evolution? When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file Redacted for full report.
Deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I just talked to you. I need better clearance. What do we have in here? Oh boy. See, now this is a classic SCP containment chamber right here, baby. It's a fucking jukebox. I mean, it's locked, of course. What do you do, I wonder? Don't worry, I'll find out eventually. Cool. Okay, so this is the elevator. Right. And this door down here is locked. So...
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. A few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench? The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the Hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Look, I know
Ring.
this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
Alright.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. Yeah, you've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are
I love my
mundane
job.
objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this? Got it. Thanks. So, HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. And each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Okay, well.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Okay, so what else do we have? We have another personal mod. Health recovery per element pickup. Yeah, let's get that. That seems better. Unknown caller. We got to find the hotline. Alright, and then we also have portrait of director Zachariah Trench. The person you should fail is yourself. Okay. Alright, so that's where the hotline is. That's where we need to go. Now, what we already know is that... Oh, we can't actually get in here. Can't get in there now. What do we have? We have the elevator here, which I can't use. Okay. We know that we can't get in here. And I still can't figure out what this jukebox is. Okay. So up here, what do we have? Okay, we can't go in there. And executive affairs, where we just were a little bit ago. Alright. Yeah, this is like where we came out from. There's the radio. Alright. About here, what do we have in here? Stuff that we can't look at yet. And then it's level 4. Director's office is this way. We've already been that way. Okay, we have another case here. Ooh, this one's 24 health versus 20. So can I like deconstruct this? There we go. What do we have here? Technological Restrictions by Carla Vaughn and Dr. Hubert Tan, research specialists, by order of Dr. Casper Darling. Examination of paranatural topics. Technological limitations of the oldest house. Summary. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any redacted signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconsciousness is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural redacted for the oldest house to redacted them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the redacted to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Refer to file 4-19-1935 for full report. Interesting. Hey, don't read confidential correspondence. It's not just rude, it's illegal. Can't find your office? Watch your step. No. Hey, look, let's work hard. Your life is in his hand, in your hands. It's a guard this time instead of the janitor. Why is there a yellow flag right here in this plant? Alright. Okay, what's around here? Shifted bathroom complaint. Federal Bureau of Control. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Dr. D. Rodriguez. That's funny. Hey, I dealt with enough shit. I don't need to be dealing with more shit. Find the bathroom. Okay. What does this go to? It's like a room above where we need to go. Director with another dude. Strange. You would have thought there would have been something in here. Oh well. Okay, what about in here? There's a container. Shatter recoil efficiency? Recoil. Exclusive to shatter. I'm gonna leave the reload on for now, I think. Just because of how much I'm like just expending ammo, so. Okay. So now we're gonna move forward through here. Accuracy boost. Accuracy plus 6%.
There it is again. A welcome message.
You'd think I'd have more of a clearance level by now. I am the director, after all. Okay. They heard something. Travel costs. Week 83 report. Summary. Visited the following Nevada accommodations. Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out. In and Out. Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. Expenditures: accommodation $831.29, meals $714.84, gasoline $295.12, minibar $313.61. That's got a star next to it. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state, but hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. Uh-huh. Okay. Sure thing. Personnel mod, energy recovery. Speed. Well, you can get rid of the speaker so you don't have to listen to it. Oh, okay. Well, this seems concerning. Just for good measure. Alright, well. Big red hallway. Oh!
It's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
Okay. Well, I guess we're not going down there. Hiss barrier. Compiled by Emily Pope, research specialist. Keep saying that. Summary: the Hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. Two methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1. Destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2. Destroy the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file Redacted for full report. Oh, shit. Alright. We got another bathroom. Ah, see? Check the bathrooms. Unstable area notice. Federal Bureau of Control, please be aware. Due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart. Green, stable. Yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts. Red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. See, told you. That's why I checked the bathrooms. Okay, let me see here. So, we got another bathroom. See, it's paying off. I'm telling you, it's paying off. I mean, if you keep collecting a lot of them, I wonder what they do. Okay, well, I can't go through there because that's blocked off. Okay, we can, what is this? Ah, dead letters. That's where we want to go. Okay, so we still can't go there. We're up these stairs. I didn't come up these stairs. It's blocked off. It looks like it leads back to the executive, central executive. Oh, well, this looks fun. Dead letters. Machine God. I had a dream that I built the thing I saw in my dream, a machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils for my toaster and the fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels for my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. That sounds like the broken God SCP, almost. It's a little dark in here. Looks like we need to cleanse this place, huh? Okay, you fucker. Start throwing grenades and shit? Where'd the other fucker go? Oh, can't wait, damn. Okay. That there. What's this? Can't even see it. It's correspondence. Singing fish. Mr. Governor, I called the police, but they never come to my house. I got a problem, and you got to send folks to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish on the walls. It's not a real fish. It sings when you hit a button, but it's got a devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs. Says lots of cuss words. The devil got in my house because of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife is real upset. I should really read this like a hardcore. I done called the police, but you never done come to my house. I got a problem, and you got folks to send folks to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fishes on the walls. It's not real fish. It sings when you hit the button, but it got a devil in it. It fly around at night, sing devil song, say a lot of cuss words. The devil got my house because of the fish, and you got to come handle it. My wife real upset. When are you gonna come? Sincerely, Dwayne Barr. Sincerely. Apparently they never came because that letter got left in the dark, in the middle of nowhere. You got folks to fix it. Oop. I should have held down the button. God damn it. Trench. Dead letter approval. 2Z Trench from P. Bartwell. Subject Department approval. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letter Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. So yeah, this is just the place where they send all the letters that people send in that, you know, claim they have an issue. Do as you're told, don't eat the mold. Do as you're told, don't eat the mold. Alright, we got it. Oh shit, it's recharging. See ya. How dare you shoot me, sir? How dare you shoot me, sir? Alright, anything back here? No? A little bit of health there. Okay, that's locked. Alright, well, cleanse the control point. Yeah, see, we're just restoring the. Oh, what the fuck? How do we get that? We're just, we're basically just returning the building to normal. It's nice. All right. Let's see here. Book Club Penny. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Club bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters for the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's it. That's gonna be it for today. I'm done. Avoid. You got no words. Yeah, I was laughing because the drag is a poop head, but that was disturbing, and I don't want to see any more of that. So we're just gonna call it there for today. I'll see you on the next one. Take care and goodbye.